Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to X, and welcome to the match preview of West Ham versus Arsenal. We have my wonderful PB with me. How are you doing, mate?
I'm good. Good morning, all. Good morning, all. And yes, feeling good. Feeling really optimistic about today, even more so than ever. I wouldn't have done considering our form a few weeks ago, but yeah, feeling really good about today.
Yeah, it changes so quickly in football. Look, last weekend I still question marks. You know, that was a very, very poor Forest.
Yeah.
The midweek game better. Obviously, first half Lisbon were still poor. I'll be honest, but we still won the second half as well, even when Lisbon were playing better. So it's better. It's much better. And look, at the end of the day, what I'm happy about is even when a team are shit, we're still performing to our best because you have to. You have to go for the jugular and just take advantage of it. Right. Oh, Temmy's already at it. Evening to Temmy. The intro. I know he loves it. He's trying to wind me up with this one. My team has Zinni in it. Hear me out. In midfield. That's fine.
Tell me you are a legend.
We need a City miracle draw at Anfield. I'll be honest, mate. I don't care about any other teams, how they perform. I care about Arsenal. I don't really care, if I'm honest. I will probably watch the game, but
yeah, I can elaborate. Tell me, I can elaborate on what Bobby just said as well, because I'm the same. Because how I look at it now, I mean, if they play out a draw, then fair enough. But it's like Bobby says, it's what we can do. We have to go on this 10, 11 game winning streak in the league, and we could take it from there, for example.
Yeah.
It's about what we do.
Exactly. And this is what players have got to realise is stop worrying about other teams. Just keep your mind focused on what you're doing. Don't worry about what other people are doing. It's got it has no bearing really on you. You'll see me later, I promise. It is early morning here. I've been doing stuff around the kitchen. I've got my the curry on slow cook at the moment. So yeah. It's just not a good morning at the moment. Oh, you'll see both of us later, I promise. 4 a.m. around my way.
Now, don't want to scare everyone right now. I mean, I'll probably scare you more. You know, I'll probably look like a melted wiener curry right now, so I don't want to scare people. Sorry, all.
Well, to be fair, she's scary anyway. 4 a.m. around my way. Good morning, everyone. Big up to BX. Thank you for being here, mate. You're both hunting deer in the forest of Kent.
BX.
I don't know where we are actually. I like this one. I like woods, to be fair. Wouldn't mind some venison.
Well, we need two more people, Bobby. We need 2 more people so it wouldn't be be like that Deliverance movie.
To be fair,
I'll get my hunting kit.
To be fair, where I am, I'm not that far from actually wild deer anyway. So yeah, tell me if you want to come to Wolverhampton, I'll take you where the wild deer are. We can go hunting. I'm not sure it's illegal though. I'm not sure. I don't think it is. Not where we are anyway. Right. Anyway, let's get on to the actual game itself. So obviously, wrong slide. There we go. Head to head. We've played West Ham 56 times since the start of the Premier League. Drawn 11. West Ham are a very odd team. They've had 9 wins, 3 at home, 6 away. They prefer actually playing us at our home. Arsenal 36 wins, 21 at home, 15 away. Let's go back to the actual slide. It should have been. Obviously, we all enjoyed what happened last time we went to the London Stadium. Tabs wouldn't. But we did annihilate them 6-0. Look, it was a very poor West Ham that day, and a very up Arsenal as well. So this is what happens when your team's not up for it. And I'll be honest, I think West Ham will be very much up for it this weekend because they're trying to save Lopetegui's career at the moment, because he was very close to getting the sack. So, and obviously they beat Newcastle last weekend.
I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. Yeah. I couldn't believe that he was on the verge of getting a sack.
Yeah, they're very trigger happy, those at the West Ham board. So
Yeah, true.
Is what it is. But yeah, last time they came to the Emirates, they beat us. This is how weird West Ham are. And then 2-2 before that, beat them 3-1 before, and then 2-1. Look, I enjoy playing West Ham. Me and Brenny have got very similar. We've got family that support West Ham. My granddad's side of family support West Ham. I'm named after a famous West Ham player. You know, it's. I love playing them. It's not a team that I actually want to annihilate. I just want the 3 points.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I do respect West Ham. You know, the amount of times I went to my granddad's flat and it was overlooking Upton Park at the time. Yeah. So West Ham have always had a soft spot for me anyway, because you know, it brings me back memories of visiting my granddad and stuff. So yeah, it's not a team I ever want pain upon, but I do want the 3 points. So a 1-0 will be fine with me today. I'll have no issues with it. Let's send the manager back in, says Beard's going in for the kill. It's only 6-0, 60,000 empty seats. It's only 6-0. Hopefully this happens again today. I'm not going to agree with that because obviously what I've just said, but look, I just want us to win and a good performance. That's what I want again. Because look, was it Tuesday night we played Sporting? I can't remember what days we were on. I think it was Tuesday night.
Yes, it was Tuesday.
Yeah. It was a brilliant performance. It's the best performance I've seen under Arteta in Europe, and I enjoyed it. It was thoroughly exciting for the whole 90 minutes. I enjoyed it.
I was working, so I didn't see the first half really. I saw the second.
Oh, didn't you? Oh, yeah, the first half is the one you need to watch, mate, because that was brilliant. You definitely need to watch that.
I did see the goals. Oh,
that's okay. Yeah, but the first half we were absolutely scintillating. But Lisbon were very, very poor the first half. They just didn't have a clue. And I agree with what the commentator said before that game. The fans weren't up for it. It was very weird. You know how you need them, the 12th man. And I remember us playing, was it Brentford a couple of years ago? And everyone jumped on me going, "Oh, who cares if the fans aren't up for it?" It's important because if the fans aren't up for it, the players they come out all weird because they're like, "Hang on, what's going on here? What's going on here?" Or, you know, the fans. Because if you were absolutely quiet at the Emirates, I guarantee those Arsenal players would be be thinking, "Okay, what's going on?" They wouldn't be concentrating on the football. They'd be going, "Okay, what's all this about?" Because it changes your mindset. It's really weird. But I'm glad we battered them anyway. We cut Gyökeres transfer fee by half. We haven't. Yes, Saliba did very well and Gabriel did very well against him, but you can see the quality still in the player.
Yeah.
And look,
never gave up, did he?
No, exactly. Was it Haaland up against? Was it Bournemouth? He didn't score until quite a while. And you can't say that the same about Haaland. You can't say, all of a sudden he's not worth as much just because he didn't score against Bournemouth. Because these games happen sometimes. I'm sure Gyökeres will score a hatful this weekend. I'm sure he will. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. Recent meetings. Let's go to form guide. Right. So obviously before the Newcastle win, they were a bit hit and miss. Obviously they beat Man United, but at that time Man United weren't in great form at the time. They're not great now, but they're better. They drew Everton, which isn't great. They lost to Forest. That's before Forest played Newcastle themselves. Got battered by Tottenham. So it's a bit hit and miss for them. Obviously a bit hit and miss for us, to be fair, as well. So I can't really say much about us. Big up to Chris, who's just jumped in. Hope you're doing well, mate. It's nice and early for you, mate. Nice and early for you. The positions, they're 14th. Now you can see, because obviously the kind of window they had last summer, you can kind of see where Lopetegui is in a bit of danger because they should be pushing for Europe. They're not at the moment. Nowhere near. So Arsenal are obviously fourth at the moment. 1-6, drawn 4, lost 2. West Ham 1-4, drawn 3, lost 5. Goals scored per game is 1.3 compared to ours 1.8. Goals conceded per game for them is 1.6 compared to ours 1. Here you can see the big problem with West Ham. Chances created per game is just 1.4. That is so bad. Ours is 2.7. Clean sheets for them 3, us 4. Again, you'll see it in here. Average possession per game for West Ham is 45.7% compared to ours, 51.5. The XG for West Ham is just 16.5. Now, ours is quite low at 18.5 because of the way that we are. Yeah. But that shows you how bad that West Ham are playing at the moment. Shots on target per game is only 4.6. Ours is not much better on 5.1. But again, you can see where West Ham are struggling. Accuracy passes per game is 337.3 compared to ours, 371.7. Accuracy in long balls. Obviously, you can tell that they play a different style of football, 25.4 compared to ours, 18.1. Accuracy in crosses is exactly the same for both teams. XG conceded is 20.3 for West Ham. Ours is 12.4. Fouls per match, exactly the same. We're both as dirty as each other, which is lovely. Let's just see what BX is saying. The movements towards attacking the goal, Gyökeres showed it was what we want Kai to do. He'd fight. 100%. I totally agree. Gyökeres was still very good. The movement he had, the power behind his shots that he has is absolutely incredible. So I have no issues with Gyökeres. I don't think he'll come to us. We all know who the number one target is. Let's just wait and see what happens. Perfect for me anyway, as I'm up at this time. Mate, I was up about 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago, setting up the stream, setting up the watch along, which Brenny will be joining me with as well. So can't wait for that. How many points are West Ham from the relegation spots? I couldn't tell you off.
Neither could I.
So just give me a minute. I'll strictly get saying that. It takes forever nowadays.
I think their side's worse than West Ham this season. Quite a few.
Points off the relegation. And they are, well, to be fair, they're actually 4 points off Europe places. So they're probably Europe in the relegation. But there are a lot worse teams, as Brenny just said, the worse teams in West Ham, which I do think will struggle. Can we get Bowen? Now, I know who his father-in-law is. So I'm going to say no, and he's untouchable due to the fact I don't want to knock on the door from Danny Dyer. No, I don't think any. I think he'll go to.
Oh, sorry, Bob. I mean, I don't think we could ever get him. Like you say, not on the door from Danny Dyer. He'll probably get Frank Harper and Tamer Hassan as well. You know, maybe Craig Fairbrass. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think that'll happen.
No, I still think that he's destined for Liverpool. I don't know why. I just think if he's going to go anywhere, Liverpool is the club for him. I think he's the perfect replacement for Mo Salah. I really do. I just don't know. Carlisle kick off at 12:30 on Sky at home to Crewe. We're looking forward to make it 5 games unbeaten under Super Mikey Williamson. I feel the sarcasm in that one there, Chris.
Chris, hope you don't suffer today, mate. Hope you don't suffer.
Yeah. Strikers are Arteta's kryptonite. I agree.
Yeah.
I do think we will get one for next season, though. So let's just hope. I'm buzzing as a Liverpool fan, finally beating Madrid, been 87 years, but still haven't. No, you haven't played anyone, mate. You haven't played. You haven't played the mighty Accrington Stanley, Maidenhead, Boreham Wood. You haven't played Boreham Wood, mate. Come on, they're a tricky team. You
might play Wrexham in the FA Cup.
Yeah, you haven't played nobody yet, mate. No, but it's a good result. But I this is not taking anything away from Liverpool when I say this. By the way, Real Madrid really suck with Mbappe there. I'll be honest,
they're awful at the moment.
Terry saying, although he did make Eddie Nketiah look good, considering how awful he's been at Palace. I've got no words on it, if I'm honest. I don't know. I always said that he'd do well at a Palace or a West Ham type. But to be fair, Crystal Palace are struggling. Like, I think I literally, when I looked at the table, they're 19th. So most players do struggle in a team that's 19th. So everyone got a point on Liverpool not playing anyone. They're correct. We haven't played anyone above us. There you go, exactly. Right, let's quickly check in the injury lists. Fulkrug is out. Todibo is a doubt, but should play. Kudu is out, suspended. For Arsenal, White and Tomiyasu are out, and Gabriel is still a doubt. So that is the situation with the injuries, obviously needed for later. But let's get into my 5 to watch. This was not easy, to be fair, because West Ham have been poor, but I've managed it. Now, obviously, I don't go with favourites when I do these, because if I went for favourites, I guarantee some of these wouldn't be in there. I've gone with the players that have actually impressed me so far this season, and weirdly, their defence have impressed me the most. Because, Wan-Bissaka, I think the great move for him. Definitely. And a great move for West Ham, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka, I do like the kid. I think he's good, but he's not Arsenal quality, but I like him. He's an overlapping right back, and on his day, he's a very dangerous right wing back. But Emerson, I've always liked him. I don't understand why he didn't work at Chelsea. I think he's a very good, hard-working left back. I don't really get the problem with him, to be honest. He's always performed well against us, and to be fair, he's been quite good for the past couple of years at West Ham, to be fair, Emerson. Max Kilman, got nothing to do with the ex-Wolves boy, but he's a good centre-back, good hard-working as well.
He's very old school.
He is, and that's what most people will probably know about me. I am very old school when it comes to defenders.
I love old school defenders, mate.
Yeah, because that's what you want. You want them to do what a defender's job is, not build fancy. Thomas Soucek, again, he's always hard work. I love him.
You know what? On his day, he's one of those that could take control of the midfield.
Yeah, he can. Yeah,
win the midfield battle. He's, he is. I rate him highly, and I've rated him for a few seasons now.
Yeah, I think he's good. It's a shame he hasn't got. No disrespect to West Ham, by the way. This is not. But it's surprising he hasn't gone to a bigger club at some point in his career, because he is very, very good. The Czech Republic team, there is a lot of good players in that team. They just don't seem to gel together for some reason. No. But there are some really good individuals. And obviously, I've got to talk about it, because otherwise Danny Dyer will take my kneecaps. But no, in all fairness, Jared Bowen is quality. Sorry, Danny, but I have to mention you. But yeah, he's. I love him. I think he's so, by a lot of people, I think he's quite underrated. Obviously, he's got a bit of a problem in the when it comes to Saka, because obviously Saka's his position. So he's got a bit of a problem sometimes, and I think that's why he goes underrated. Because obviously everyone talks about Saka, talks about Palmer, Foden. They don't talk about Bowen as much. And you should, because he is very, very good. I like him a lot. But yeah, let's have a look, see what people have been saying. We can only beat what's in front of us all. This will well played. Right time is just bitterness and jealousy. That is what is meant to be Arsenal season, of course. Mate, I don't know where, because I don't remember reading the book about it's meant to be Arsenal season. It's not one season. It's literally whoever performs the best and who wins. Simple as that. Soucek is massively underrated. He's one that gets exactly. Vic. Totally agree. Temmy's done his team. I'll star it, mate, for when we do the teams in a minute. Mbappe penalty wasn't bad. Just Kelleher went right way. Never mind. Where's Wally? Where's Jude? This is Anfield for us set off. They all go hiding, mate. That Real Madrid, I said it about Mbappe. I don't get it. I don't get the big fuss about him because obviously I watched him at PSG. I've watched him at Real Madrid. I obviously watched that annihilation from Barcelona, and I just don't get it. You know, everyone was trying to get the ball to Mbappe all the time. I'm like, there are other players, very good players as well in that team. And everyone just has to get the ball to Mbappe. And I'm like, he's not that bloody good because he missed a lot of chances as well that day.
I'll tell you what, Bobby. Five, even before the COVID, before the COVID era, I actually thought Mbappe was the best player in the world because he was just unreal. And I just don't know what's happened in recent seasons. I really don't. I still think there's still a world-class player in there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but he's no centre forward, and it's just the way they've tried to fit him in at Real. It just hasn't worked.
No, it just hasn't. I think people need to understand sometimes you can take the world-class tag off some people. Sometimes he was world-class. For me now, I don't think he is. I'll be honest. He doesn't excite me. When I watch him, I actually get infuriated with him. So yeah, and I never had that with Henry. Henry never infuriated me. I always enjoyed every game he played in. Even like for people that haven't watched it, he's been playing in some like big star games recently. He's still got it now. He's incredible. There's some passes to Figo and it's just sublime. Bowen is seriously underrated, 100%, mate. Don't think West Ham be easy. I don't think it will be. I think West Ham rock now. They know what they're fighting
for. They will be for it. Crowd will be rocking today.
Yeah. Bowen can play across the front three. He's absolute quality, 100%.
Yeah.
Suchik is a Fellaini in a good way. I know what you mean by that, yeah. He's a Fellaini in a good way. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Fellaini on his good day was fantastic. Probably, just one of the best midfielders on that game on his day. So obviously sometimes he was absolutely awful. But yeah, I get what you're saying with that. Only Bowen age worries me, but Salah's still doing it at 32. Yeah, I do think. I just think Bowen's going to have to. I think for West Ham as well, I think they need the money. And let's be honest, Bowen's worth a lot of money. So sell him whilst you've got the chance. Temi has done a awful alternative team, which I can't wait to talk about that. Oh, my God. Bowen reminds me of a better version of Shaqiri. Yes, 100%. Right, let's look into the battles. Obviously, it's going to be Partey against Souček. In goal, it'll be Raya against Arsenal former boy Fabianski. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Fabianski's average passing rate is awful though, 57%. Jeez. Obviously, goal scorers. Goal conversion for Bowen is 11% compared to Kai's 14%. The Magic Makers is still Saka, and obviously for West Ham, it's Bowen because he's got the most assists at West Ham. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Oh God, he's done a second one. What the hell's this? So he's done a second alternative team. Oh my God! Right. Once Bradley made that tackle, Mbappe was like, not that's how he is. That's how he is at the moment. I don't like it. For me, if you're playing for Real Madrid, you still want to perform. But for me, some of those players go there and they just.
I knew he was going to miss that penalty before he even took it. You could just see it. Yeah, you can see it.
You can sometimes, can't you? You can just see when you don't. It's going to be missed. It's weird. It just shows how much football we've watched over the years. You just know sometimes. Right, let's get into the chosen lineups. I tell you, this Indian smells absolutely amazing. It's the only downside of doing this in the kitchen. It's on the slow cooker. It smells amazing. I've got how long's left? 3 hours. Damn it! Because I can literally eat it right now if I could. Oh, it smells so damn good. Right. Anyway, sorry. It's the downside of doing this in the kitchen whilst I'm cooking. Right, let's start with the first team. So, Brenny, can you just rate these for me, please, mate? We'll start with Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz.
Yeah, that's very strong. That midfield three, yeah. This looks like the same. This is the same side that started, wasn't it? Against Sporting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'll go for that. That's got to be an 8.
That's excellent stuff. Thank you. So I'm not at the actual laptop at the moment. So let me just run back to the laptop. There we go. So I was trying to find a pen for the challenge because I just realised I've got no pen and paper for the challenge.
Sorry, did I say 8? No, that's a 9. 9.
It's a 9. Oh,
it's a 9. I'm going with form at the moment.
Yeah, no, I agree with that because if that's the team today, I'll be well chuffed and I expect a very good performance. So let's move on to the next one. So this is Raya, Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. So they're just switching the fullbacks.
No, that for me. Ooh, that's. You see, it's the Calafiori Timber one. I don't agree. I know Timber could play there, but Calafiori, I know he has come in at. He
right
came
back,
right back. He didn't start a right back. Can't remember what fixture it was, but
I think Ben White went off, didn't
he? He did, yeah. But no, I'd have to go. I'd have to go. I have to go 8.
No, that's fair enough. No, I get it. You know, I think Calafiori is better left back. And I will agree that, you know, and I know that Chris was with me with the reaction that Calafiori did not have a good game against Lisbon. He looked a little bit suspect in places, was dummied a few times. And yeah, he needs to a little bit improve on the defensive aspect of it. But going forward, I love him. But defensively, he's nothing like Zinchenko, by the way. Nothing like that. But he does get beaten a few times, which he needs to stop, if I'm honest. So an 8 for that one. Let's move on to the next one. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Havertz.
8.
An 8 for that one. Next team, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz.
Go with 7. Do you know, for me, Lewis Skelly, and much as I like him, I mean, I don't know if for me, there's too many places in the middle of the park at the moment, and because we know he is a centre midfielder.
Yeah, but Arteta's forcing him to be this left back.
He is, and you know what, and when we see him at left back, I'm you know, like me and you, we don't fault the you know, we don't have a dig at academy players. When academy players come in, we give them that length of time to, you know what I mean, to impress. And so yeah, just go with 7. But I do love his energy. I do love his passion when he does come off the bench, for example, or start game World Cup. Love it.
No, yeah. Well, look, for everyone that knows anything about the academy, he was DM in the academy. Arteta wants him to be stupid, inverted rubbish. So that's why he goes left back. I don't agree with it. I think Lewis Skelly is a very good midfielder. That's what he's been doing in the academy for years. So why change it all of a sudden just to suit this inverted rubbish? So yeah, I get it. Right, next. Oh dear. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. I don't know why Kivior's in there. I'm not knocking Kivior, but I don't get it. There's 2 better left backs for me, but there we go.
7.
What we rate this one? Yeah, we'll move on from that one. Next team, Raya, Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Odegaard, Nwaneri, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. I like this one. Oh, there's one coming. There's one coming in a bit that's actually really, really good. I actually quite like that one.
Well, I would say for this one, yeah, I like it as well. But Calafiori and Timber, for me, I'd have to swap them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I would say an 8, because if things weren't working out, for example, if that was the 11, then at least you can switch Calafiori back to left back.
No, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Arteta would switch him sometimes just for the way he plays. But yeah. Okay, well, here it is. This is the one I like. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Calafiori, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Nwaneri on the left. I like this. And Havertz. I like it. I don't know why I like it. I'm not knocking Martinelli because I think he's been great the last couple of games. But I do like the thought of having Nwaneri try and do it from because obviously Arteta's got this thing about left foot on right side and right foot on left side. So to get Nwaneri in and to let him be creative and free, why not put him on the left? Makes sense. So I like this one, but obviously it's your score, not mine.
Nwaneri, I feel he's one of those like Bowen. He can play. Well, I don't think Nwaneri can play up front, but
no, definitely not.
No, but for me, I'm loving it. I would, but I'm going to give this. I'll give this an 8. I think the thing with Nwaneri is that he's not as quick as Martinelli, but I'll tell you what, he's very industrious, Nwaneri, and he's not afraid, and I think he would do very well on the left hand side.
I think so.
I think for me, I think he's more. If he was playing on the left and I had to compare him to somebody, I'd have to compare him to Roy Perez, because I thought Roy Perez was one of the most intelligent players I'd ever seen on the left.
Yeah,
that would keep the right back guessing. So I'm gonna give this. I'll give it an 8.
No, fair enough. Next team: Raya, Calafiori, Saliba, Timber. This is obviously because of the Gabriel being a doubt. Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martin, Havertz.
That'd have to be a 7. Calafiori for me would have to go in the middle with Saliba and Timber at right back.
Yeah, I agree. Final team is Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis, Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz.
That'd be a 7 for me.
Fair enough. Right, let's get into the comments, and then we'll move on to the challenge. Bradley was man of the match all day long versus Mourinho. We don't need Trent. Yeah, Connor Bradley's fantastic. You've got a ready-made Trent replacement there. The 11 that went out against Sporting, run it back. Yeah, I agree. No one gets a 10 unless no. God, that could be hot take that one. Calafiori and Zinni is that Calafiori is scared to tackle. Yes, Zinni looks frightened once he. Yes, so it's totally spot on. Yeah. Totally. Kiviori might. Gabriel is a doubt.
I'll get that.
Mate. Big up to Hammer on Smith saying iron. Big up to you, mate. Welcome to our podcast. Right, let's go into Temmie's first one, which is normal, thankfully. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Calafiori, Kivior, Partey, Marino, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. What were you rating that one?
I would say 7. I mean, where's Declan Rice? Marino.
Yeah, I think Rice has to play in this one.
Yes. It's the Declan Derby. You can't
miss
that.
It's the Declan Derby. Yeah, exactly. Right, here we go. Oh God. Right, alternative team number one from Temi is Manoni, Cedric, Socrates, Mustafi, Zinni, Ceballos, Colstrom, Torreira, Campbell, Gervinho, and I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say Bentner. He doesn't deserve the name Lord. This team wins 5-0 against who? Western Supermare.
I'll tell you, there's two players. There's two players there that I liked a lot. I was a Socrates fan, and
okay, yeah,
I was a Socrates fan, and I feel that the way we're playing now, he's a kind of player that I think would fit into this system. And the other player was Lucas Torreira. I was a big fan of Torreira.
Yes, I totally agree on the Torreira one because it just didn't work out. He wasn't happy here. He was homesick. He didn't like the English weather. Don't blame him. But he is quality player. There's no doubt about the quality. It just didn't work out.
He'll always be remembered for the scoring a fourth goal against Spurs.
Yeah, and it was a great goal. Socrates, obviously, I love because obviously ex Dortmund. Everyone knows I'm a Dortmund fan.
Yeah,
I agree again with you. If he was in this team, he would look sublime. And that everyone else, Gervinho was someone I kind of enjoyed sometimes, but he was more annoying than he was enjoyable to watch.
He was very inconsistent, and
yeah,
on his day, he was dangerous. I mean, for me, I thought that one of the best games I'd ever seen Gervinho play was Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. We beat them 5-3. He was unplayable that day, I felt.
Yeah. Gervinho reminds me a little bit of a throwback to Glenn Helder. Glenn Helder had his good games and had his very bad games.
Oh, God, yeah. I think his GA. I think Glenn Helder's GA. I think that season it probably would have read when Rioch was there. It would have been maybe one. I think it was one goal.
Yeah.
But wise, I think it may have been only like 5 or 6. It was really poor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, second alternative team. Oh jeez. Neto, Timber, Saliba, Calafiori, MLS, Marine Slow, Party, Oda Ghost, Jesus, Trossard, Ghost Verts. Oh crikey. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't want to see that team. I'll be honest.
Wow.
We need to hammer the hammers. Rice broken toe. He's fine now. He's look, it's still broken, but he's more comfortable moving, so he should be fine. Torreira in the 10 position. Oh god. Doku is the modern day Gervinho. Jeez. I like Doku, and again, it's just not working out for him. But before, I guarantee a lot of Arsenal fans wanted him before he came over, and we'd now see him in the Premier League because Doku was very, very good. But it's just not working out. Anyway, let's get on with the challenge. Okay, so for people that don't know how this is played, you choose 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the opposition. No unavailable players. 1 defender, 1 midfielder, 1 forward from the opposition has to be selected. Once you select a player, you cannot swap him. Formation of the home team is always selected. No former players, present squad only. So the formation is 4 at the back. You've got 2 holding midfielders, 4 attacking midfielders, and a striker. Okay. So that is the formation. So Brenny, what is? I'm going to guess you're going to want to go West Ham first.
Yes.
Okay. So your first West Ham player, please, and where do you want to put him?
Because I liked him at Wolves, I'm going to go with Max Kilman.
At centre back.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, your next player?
Got to go Thomas Souček. Got to go with Souček.
One of the DMs, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. Next player, please.
got to go with Jared Bowen, and
Oh, where do you want to put him?
yeah, put him on the left. He's so versatile.
Okay. Okay. Next player, please.
Absolutely. We'll go with Emerson at left back.
Emerson. Okay. And your final player, please.
Okay. Go with the keeper, Areola. I think he's quality.
Ariola. Why is he not playing? Actually, I've just realised because I've been told Fabianski's playing. Was Ariola out? I don't think he's out.
Fabianski, he played against Newcastle. It kind of surprised me actually because I actually thought Areola was going to start the game.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly see. Oh no, he is fit. So yeah, because he wasn't in the injured list. So yeah, okay, Ariola's fine. So I was just questioning it then because I just realised because I've been told that Fabianski could play today, but I don't know. Maybe
Well, Fabianski, as much as I liked Fabianski when he was with us, and I'd rather Fabianski play today anyway because Areola, he's just a quality keeper.
Yeah, well, definitely on his because there are days that he's a little bit. But most of the days he's actually very, very good. Right, so we're going to go to the Arsenal players. So the right back, who are you choosing? Timber, I'm guessing?
Yes, please, Timber.
Okay. Final centre back for Arsenal?
Go with Saliba, please.
Saliba. Okay. Your final DM?
Okay, inform Thomas Partey.
Yeah. You got 2 attacking midfielders.
Right, I've Saka on the right, please.
Yep.
And I've got one more.
Yep, you've got one more attacking midfielder.
Go with Mine Odegaard, please.
Odegaard. Okay. Striker?
It's got to be Kai Havertz.
Okay. I'm trying to work out what max score I can't give this a 10 because it's West Ham and they're struggling.
Oh, I didn't expect a 10.
I think top marks.
If it was Arsenal West Ham Legends, then definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. No doubt about that. I'm going to say because of West Ham's issues, but I know they've got a good team still. I'm going to say max score of 9. I think that's fair. Right, so Brenny's team is Areola in goal, Timber at right back, Kilman, Saliba, Emerson, Souček, Partey, Saka, Odegaard, Bowen, and Havertz. I'll be honest, I don't think you can even improve on that. Obviously, if Kudu was available, I'd expect Kudu.
No, of course, yeah.
But no, to be fair, and that's not your fault that Kudu's out. So I'm going to have to give that a 9 because I don't think you can improve it at all. That's a good quality team for me. So Brenny gets a 9. Let's see if anyone's taken part. There we go. I knew people would have. What's this? Bobby. Is that because I won't give it a 10? It's only because it's West Ham. If it was Liverpool, then I'd be giving it a 10. But this is West Ham at the end of the day. They're not the best team in the world. Fabianski is not injured. He is supposedly he's meant to be fit. And he's meant to be playing today. I don't know how true that is. Obviously, I'm not that connected at West Ham. But we'll wait and see. But I would expect if I was Lopetegui, I'd pick Areola, but I'm not Lopetegui. And to be fair, he should know what he wants from a goalkeeper. He is a former goalkeeper. So West Ham fans coming up. They're more than welcome because that's half my family, so that's fine. Got no issues with that. Right, let's move on. So I have starred your teams, Temi, Chris. I'm going to store these ones first, and I'll come to Chris's and Temi's in a minute. So, first team chosen by the West Ham contingent of Frank. Frank has gone with Raya, Wan-Bissaka, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Souček, Paqueta, Bowen, Somerville, Saka, and Havertz. Now, it's good, but it's not as good. Somerville, yes, I've given him an extra L for some reason. But yeah, he's just not done it yet for me. So an 8, just because he hasn't done it for me.
I've got to big you up. I've got to big you up before you go on, Bobby. I've got to big you up, mate, because you've got Frank McAvenny there, right, with former West Ham legend to, Chiefs team there, and then you've got Ian Pearce on the other. Oh, mate, that's fantastic. Brilliant.
If only you knew who these people actually are. All I will do is say Frank has recently moved closer to where I am now, and he is something to do with West Ham. That's all I'm going to say. And he is a very close friend of mine. So big up to Frank anyway. But yeah, so yeah, Frank's going to get an 8. Ian's gone with slightly different. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Todibo, Emerson, Partey, Souček, Saka, Bowen, Paqueta, and Havertz. Now, I like this one. When he gave it to me, I was like, that's really good. And obviously, Brenny does his live, so big up to Brenny, because obviously Ian and Frank get a lot longer. They get at least 2 days of notice of trying to do these teams for me. Brenny does it live, so well done to Bren.
I do like this. I tell you.
Oh, yeah, I've got to give this a 9, haven't I? Because that's really good.
Oof.
Yeah, it is good because Todibo, I think a lot of people were shocked that he went to West Ham because he is quality defender.
Yeah.
Paqueta on his day, obviously he's got other issues that he's got to worry about. Yeah, it's a good team. Sorry, but that's a 9. Right, so let's move that. Let's do the teams that Chris and Temi have done. We're going to start with Chris because Chris put his team in first. Chris has gone with Raya, Wan-Bissaka, Saliba, Gabriel, Emerson, Partey, Paqueta, Odegaard, Bowen, Antonio, Saka. That's. I like 10 of them. Antonio. He's not the same Antonio he was 2 years ago.
No, but he could still be a handful.
I still think he will be today.
With his work rate.
Because you've got a tight ass, Chris. You're the one that said this, by the way. So I'm going to be a tight ass because I wasn't being a tight ass. You're now getting an 8. You would have got a 9 if you hadn't called me a tight ass. Temi has gone with Fabianski, Mavropanos, Timber, Saliba, Calafiori, Souček, Rice, Paqueta, Bowen, Havertz. Oh, sorry, this is a 9. I'll be honest, right? Mavropanos is one of those I think we let get away. I love Mavropanos. Absolutely love him. It's such a tough cookie. On his day, he's very, very good. And he's got a beautiful pass. He's got a beautiful range of passing as well. I really like him. I wish we hadn't let him go. And I like Fabianski. So I'll be honest, Tem, you're getting a 9. And Chris, yes, I am a tight ass. Love it. Oh, dear me. Right. I don't know what this is, I'll be honest. But big up to Backyard Arsenal. But honestly, in my head, that can come up with totally different things in my head. I don't know what that is. I might go and check it out in a minute because I have literally no idea what it is. But thank you for being here. I chose Antonio because he's nemesis for the top team. So by choosing him, hopefully he has downfall in form. Chris Welt gets an auto foul for listening to pensioner. Well, to be fair, for calling me a tight ass, I should have just given him an auto foul, shouldn't I? Really, but I love Chris enough that he was just going to get down marked. But yeah. It's what it is. I've got to do the Man United game in the midweek. That's going to be fun. But yeah. Right, predictions, Bren. What are we going with? Because I haven't got a bloody clue about today's, I'll be honest.
Oof. Wow. What did I put down? I went my Super Six. I went 2-1 Arsenal.
You still want to go with that for now?
I'm still going to go with that.
I don't know what to do. I find this one really hard because yes, Arsenal have performed very well in the last 2 games, but West Ham are fighting for they're fighting for their manager's life at the moment, which does put their mindset slightly different. They're at home as well.
Yeah,
I find this really hard. I don't know why I'm thinking draw. I'm going to go with draw. I don't know what kind of draw though. 2-2. That's what I'm going to go with. 2-2. 2-2 draw. Chris is going with 2-1 to the Arsenal. I'll be honest.
Last season. I think I said that last season, and then they end up with 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee no one got it right last season because no one saw that performance coming.
No.
But yeah, it is what it is. But thank you ever so much, guys. Chris, I love you, even though you call me a tight ass. Me and Brenny will be back later. There will be a reaction as well, a little bit later as well, because obviously I need a little bit of time to do all the stats. I need to get all the stats details before I do the reaction. Hopefully West Ham win 3-0 because oh, I love you, mate. But yeah, we'll see you everyone tonight. But I just want everyone to go and find Brenny. So Brenny, where can they find you, my friend?
Hey, everybody, as you know, you can always find me here on the Armory TV and also on Threads and X. I've been doing my usual segment, past games from the late 70s, 80s and onwards, past West Ham versus Arsenal games. And I will check it out because there's some really, really good highlights there. And yeah, it's... just check it out and enjoy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I was shooting a minute. I just saw Chris's comment. Bobby's Twitter handle is Right. Eventually, I don't know when this will happen with me, but I am bringing the challenge to TikTok at some point.
Oh, nice.
Now, it's not going to be just Arsenal. It's going to be classic games from over the last. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it from the period that I started watching football, which I only think is fair. So the mid 80s to the present day, because then I can rate it perfectly. Because obviously I was doing games from the 60s and 70s. It's not a fair reference for me because yes, I know of the players, but I wouldn't have actually known them well enough to properly score them. So I don't know when this will start happening because obviously I need to find the time. But I want to bring challenge to TikTok because I think the challenge is very fun, especially when you're doing it with big, massive games. I'm thinking like Ajax versus AC Milan, those type of games. I'm going to try and do international games as well. So like European finals and World Cup finals and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel that the challenge is very fun and it's obviously can have a slight twist of it as well because obviously I'd always do Arsenal 6 and the opposition 5. So obviously I'm going to twist it up a little bit as well. There probably won't be any Bobby's Boobies in it because obviously I'll be picking the games myself. So if there's any players I don't particularly like, I'm probably not going to pick that game anyway. But yeah, just keep an eye out for it. I will let everyone know when the first TikTok is created because obviously I've got a lot of work to do on it. But yes, the challenge will be more interactive. But yeah, can be fun. But Bobby's so tight with the scoring. I am not that tight. Now Carlisle challenge, which is good. Well, this is the thing, Chris. I'll be honest. I'm not going to just go with the biggest games. I'm going to go for like the classic games. So do you remember like a couple of seasons ago where there was a couple of National League semi-finals, a couple of finals as well, where the games were so damn good. I am going to chuck those in as well because I don't believe in just going, the best teams in the world should be picked from. I'm going to go for the best games that I remember. So guarantee Israel versus Kosovo will not be in this because I remember watching that game And I wanted the world to suck me in because it was the worst game I've ever watched in my entire life. 120 minutes of no goals, no chances, just nothing. The game can just go fade into anywhere other than my life. But yeah, me and Bren will be back about 5:20 for the game today. Then will be a reaction probably about 8 o'clock, I would have assumed I should be ready for. But thank you ever so much, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Brenny. I shall definitely see you later.
Yep, definitely.
But guys, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come on, crew. Come on, crew. Come on, crew. And that's just for Chris specifically. But no, seriously, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Everyone, take